I'm going to try and do this in one take. I'm generally not very good at one-take videos, but we'll give it a try because I don't really want to edit this. One of the most common questions I get on this channel is, how do I transfer video from my camera to my computer? And in particular, we're referring to tape-based formats. I know this is a cleaning tape, but it's the same deal. I'm just using it as a prop, you know. If you really want to tape, there's another example right there. So, here we go. This is how I do it. There are 1,001 different ways to do this. Invariably, what's going to happen, because I know how this works, somebody is going to come to this video and say, well, this is completely wrong and I do it this way. Great, good for you. You found something that worked and you don't even need to watch my video, so I don't know why the hell you're here. Go away. Nobody wants to hear from you. This is how I do it. It's the way that works for me. And this is the way that I am going to recommend that other people do it. It can get expensive if you have to buy all this equipment, but in the end, it's worth it, I feel. Because you can get an old computer, put a capture card in it, connect it up, and then use software to import. That's fine, it'll do the same thing, but I found that this gives me a much better quality result. So what have we got going on here? Well, we've got this little device right here. This is a mini DV camera. In particular, it's a Sony DCR TRV-128. Like I said, it's a mini DV camera that will support analog to digital conversion from the AV input out to through the what they call the DV port, 1394 FireWire. I got it connected to the computer using the appropriate connection. Not all mini DV cameras will support analog to digital conversion. There are only a certain number of them. You can find some digital 8 cameras that'll do the same thing. But again, not all of them will do this, so you have to be careful which one you get. This is the one that I use. This is the one that I have used for a while. I got it at a thrift store for like 25 bucks or something. You can find them for sale for cheap. You can find them on eBay. They're not necessarily cheap on eBay, but you can find them on eBay for like 150 bucks shipped. That's about the going price for these things these days. Connected to the analog side, that's going to be different depending upon your tape. For high 8 and video 8, I tend to use this particular high 8 camera, or any high 8 camera really. For digital 8, I use a digital 8 camera. The model doesn't matter, you're just playing back. For VHS, Super VHS, I use an SVHS-C camera or a full-size camera. Again, doesn't really matter, you're just playing it back. Sometimes you may find that some cameras, the alignment of the heads is off, and it won't play back quite right unless you're using the equipment that it was recorded on. That can be a problem. I have noticed it sometimes, but on well-maintained gear, it should not be an issue. So in this case, I'm actually playing back a Video 8 tape that was recorded on I don't even know what. It certainly wasn't this, and it's playing back just fine. You can also buy VCRs that will take 8mm tapes, or there are also adapters to put the VHS-C, the compact VHS tapes, into a full-size VHS VCR. That's another option that you can go for. But like I said, this is going to change. This part of the equation will change depending upon your particular methodology. This is what I'm using right now in this example to import this particular tape. Alright. So, software. Once we've dealt with that part of the equation, we have to get the software, because obviously you need a piece of software that is going to record whatever's coming out of this camera and going into the computer. Again, you can use any number of pieces of software that you want. People are going to look at this Vegas video capture program and say, oh, that's an old piece of crap, why the hell are you using that? There's this piece of software that does it so much better. Great, you found something that works for you and you don't even need to watch this video, so why are you here? This is what I use. It tends to work the best. I've never really had issues with it, and I haven't felt a need to change my video workflow for basically no reason. That is why I use this program, because it works the best for me. Again, you may go out there and find any number of other recommendations. Anything that can take a video source be it from FireWire video capture, or from a capture card, or anything similar, and record it, is going to do what you want. Now, you have to be careful. Some programs you have to pay for in order to get rid of a watermark. I know if you look on YouTube, you'll see the Bandicam name all over the place. It can do this kind of thing, but you have to pay for it, otherwise you get a watermark on the video. You don't want that, because that's stupid. Why would you do that when you can get this for free? You don't actually have to activate Vegas in order to get this program. At least insofar as I know. Vegas is not activated on this computer, and yet I can use Vegas video capture no problem. So, again, that's just the way that I do things. This works, this is what I use, and that's that. And speaking of that's it for the whole process. You know, I do some post-processing with QTGMC, but that's not important. You don't necessarily need to do that to import video. I just do that so that it looks better on YouTube. Any extra post-processing that you do is your own thing. I can't make any recommendations. QTGMC is great, but I can't make any recommendations for what you want to do with the final inputted video. One last thing. A lot of people also ask me how to hook this up to a TV. You know, how do I hook up my camera to a TV so I can watch? And I think a lot of these people have got modern TVs that don't have analog video inputs, and I'm sorry to tell you that you can't do it. You can get conversion circuitry. You can get boxes that will convert HDMI to the analog video that these things use, but, you know, that's up to you. What you end up needing at the end of the day is something that can take composite video and analog audio. That's how you hook it up to your TV. So basically, you can envision this thing right here as being my TV. That's basically the end of it. So that's it. You got any questions? You got any comments? Leave them below. If you got a better suggestion for stuff, great. If you're going to tell me that I'm doing it all wrong, I don't want to hear from you. You can go away. So that's that.